stuck with my crush. Ha Do-hyun said, so, when the infection symptoms appear, zombies do not attack you. Is that what you are saying? How long does it usually take for those symptoms to appear and fade again? Jung Minjin said, well, it seems to be about 1 to 2 or even 3 hours. I do not know the criteria for when the symptoms show up either, but during that time, my physical condition is at its worst, like I am about to collapse. Ha Do-hyun said, that is unbelievable. But the problem is, let us say the symptoms appear and you personally cross the Line 5 Han River Tunnel. To check if the other side is blocked, you would have to go past Gwangnaru Station to Chinho Station, and the distance from here to there alone is about 4 kilometers. It is quite far. Assuming you walk, that is a 2-hour round trip. What if the symptoms disappear before then? Would you not get eaten by zombies? Jung Minjin said, then how about riding an electric scooter? I think I could go and come back within 1 hour. Ha Do-hyun said, we would have to check if the subway tracks and floor are even in a condition for a scooter, and it is not clear when those symptoms appear or disappear. It looks far too dangerous. We are already continuously losing people just maintaining and operating this shelter. Last time, 2 people died. He added, of course that was because of those prison escapees. Those guys might come again, so we need to focus on security right now. Jung Minjin said, can I not just go alone? I am infected anyway, and here I am practically an illegal resident. Han Yena, sounding like a strict girlfriend, said, absolutely not. If you risk your life again so recklessly, who is going to become a widow? Jung Minjin, sweating as he looked at her, said, widow. Han Yena said, huh? Well, overload. If you strain your body, you will overload and it will be dangerous. Kang Hachio said, right, the sergeant is right. The symptom manifestation and duration are uncertain. It is far too reckless an idea. Ha Do-hyun said, let us observe more. Later, it would be better to break through with help from the soldiers here. Jung Minjin said, A few moments later, at the city railroad entrance, a guard stood silently at the gate as Jung Minjin, Han Yena, Kang Hak-shol, and Ha Do-hyun arrived. Han Yena looked to the side, confused. She froze in shock. She saw Choi Soo-jin standing with another man. Choi Soo-jin said, what? Han Yena. It was Choi Soo-jin, 36 years old, an influencer after retiring from acting, Han Yena's stepmother. Choi Soo-jin said, oh my goodness, ha. You are still alive? Ha. Han Yena recalled a few days earlier, when she had been trapped in a room, calling her stepmother. Choi Soo-jin answered the phone and said, yeah, what is it? Han Yena, panicking in fear, said, hello? Choi Soo-jin snapped, what? I am busy right now. Han Yena said, I am trapped in the emergency stairs of a building on the main street right now. Help me. Even calling 119 or the police is not connecting. Choi Soo-jin said, what are you saying? Figure it out yourself. Han Yena, sweating, said, what? Choi Soo-jin said, our apartment is also in chaos right now. I am busy trying to survive, so I am hanging up. Han Yena said, wait a moment. You have a car. I am right near here at the FD building with Meow Pilates. Come pick me up here. Choi Soo-jin ended the call. Han Yena was left silent, back to the present. Han Yena's eyes were wide as she stared at Choi Soo-jin in disbelief. Jung Minjin looked between the two women, confused. He said, do you know that person, Yena? Han Yena said, yeah. That person is the one I told you about. The wild famous woman who, my dad abandoned me during this whole disaster. Choi Soo-jin, shocked, said, hey, did he abandon you because I wanted him to? Our apartment was also in chaos that day and I almost died. I ran because my life was in danger and now you make me out to be some villain? Choi Soo-jin's boy Toy said, honey, let us just go. Choi Soo-jin in a witch-like voice said, to be blunt, you are not even my daughter. Why would I risk my life to save you? You and I are not blood-related at all. We are strangers. And that day, no, if you had not acted so annoyingly toward me even before all this, I would not have done that. It is all your karma, you personality girl. Jung Minjin, sweating, quickly tried to shield Han Yena, saying, What is this wild woman? Let us go. Choi Soo-jin continued yelling, what? Wild woman? Hey, who are you? What are you, goodness? Hey, are you not stopping there? Ha Do-hyun said, there is such a troublemaker inside our shelter too. Kang Ha-cheol said, who is that person? Ha Do-hyun said, a survivor couple who came in a few weeks ago. I do not like them. At the parking area, that man keeps opting out of support forces saying he is sick. Neither of them listens. They frequently break the rules and they only cause trouble. That woman says she was some famous actress before or whatever. But whether she is an actress or even the president, what does it matter in this situation? If they keep muddying the shelter waters like that, we will have no choice but to expel them. Though I did not know she had that kind of relationship with Yena. Hanyena remained silent. Jung Minjun sweated as he glanced at Hanyena. Ha Do-hyun suddenly stopped. His radio crackled with noise. The radio said, "Discovered one United States soldier at South Gate 2. We'll disarm and let them in." Ha Do-hyun said, "United States soldier." The radio continued. The officer said, "If there are any survivors capable of English interpretation, please urgently send them this way." Oh. Ha Do-hyun said, "A straggling United States Forces Korea soldier. Who among the survivors can interpret English?" Hanyena said, "Me." Ha Do-hyun looked at her, confused. Hanyena said, "I can speak English." At the internal medicine reception, the United States soldier sat patiently. He said, "I was out on patrol after setting up a base at a nearby school. That is when I found this place. It was David Briggs, Sergeant David Briggs, 27 years old, Camp Humphreys, 2nd Division, Pyeongtaek." David Briggs said, "There are 5 men left in my unit. The other 4 are holding position at the base. Everyone else did not make it." Hanyena translated into Korean. He was on patrol after setting up a temporary base at a nearby school and then came here. He says there are currently 5 people remaining and the rest were wiped out. David Briggs said, "A few weeks ago we managed to contact headquarters and the Okinawa Air Base. They said they would send a rescue bird, but then the connection suddenly went dead again," Kang Hokjeol whispered. "Hanyena looks different," Jung Minjun said, as expected of someone who went to an English kindergarten. "That rich kid level is shining through." David Briggs said, "I am not entirely sure, but it feels like someone is deliberately jamming our communications." Hanyena translated. Okinawa Air Force Base said they would send rescue helicopters, but it seems there is communication interference. Ha Do-hyun said, "Then, perhaps, would it be possible for all the survivors here to escape Korea with the United States military's help? There are about 500 people in total." Hanyena translated. David Briggs said, "With that many people, it would be difficult for us too. The real problem is, we have also lost contact with headquarters. We will keep trying to reach them anyway. Just do not get your hopes up too much." Hanyena said in Korean, "There are simply too many people here, so it seems impossible. And the connection with headquarters is cut. They will keep trying to make contact." Ha Do-hyun muttered to himself, "Wait, if we could send Min Jun, through this soldier, someone who is immune, to the United States side, would cure or vaccine development be possible?" He stared nervously at young Min Jun. A few moments later, at the vending machine, the sun was about to set outside. It was already 9:30 in the evening, inside the clinic of Moon Seo Rin. Moon Seo Rin opened the door, peeked into the hallway, then immediately closed it again. She sat down in her chair. She took out her phone and said, "Whew, please, quickly. So much time has passed. The drone still has not come. Could it be? I thought it might be, but..." She swallowed hard. "Could it be? I discovered an immune person. I must report to Savior Jin quickly." But her phone had no signal. Suddenly, she received a Wi-Fi connection. 2 bars. She gasped. "I got a signal. Finally, I can report to the Savior." "Ha, has it been a month?" she called. A man's voice answered. "Any problems?" Moon Seo Rin said, "This is Gunja Station Shelter, Researcher 135. Among the survivors who entered here, I have discovered an immune person." The man said, "What?" "I will connect you to the Savior right away." Moon Seo Rin froze and began sweating. Then Jin's voice came through, cold and calm. "Go ahead," Moon Seo Rin said. "Savior, you might not believe it. They are 100% infected, but they are different from the other infected. If the normal level is 0 and the infection level is 100, they keep going back and forth between 0 and 100. I cannot fully figure it out myself. It is different from a special infected. What is certain is, they are a perfectly normal immune person. I cannot determine the reason myself. I was planning to send a blood sample through the drone, but for accurate and detailed testing, we will probably need to send the immune person themselves for physical experiments." "What should I do?" Jin said. "An immune person? That cannot be. There cannot be an immune person. I can only think of it as a fatal bug," Moon Seo Rin said. "Then what should I do? A bug? Should it be eliminated after all?" Jin said. "No. First send the blood sample. And, as you said, we will need to bring that immune person and experiment. The existence of an immune person means there is a defect in the currently spreading virus. If we research well and supplement it, we could evolve it into a more powerful form that is completely impossible to cure. Moon Seo Rin trembled in horror. She said, but how can I send the immune person there by myself right now? Suddenly, Ha Do-hyun knocked on the door. Moon Seo Rin jolted in fear. Ha Do-hyun said, "Are you inside, honey?" Then muttered to himself, "Why did you lock the door?" Moon Seo Rin opened the door and said quickly, Yeah, honey." Ha Do-hyun said, "Why did you lock the door?" Moon Seo Rin said, "Huh? I was changing clothes." But why are you here at this hour? It is roll call time." Ha Do-hyun said, I have something important to talk about. Just the two of us." Moon Seo Rin said, Can we talk about it later?" She looked terrified, sweat gathering at her temples. Ha Do-hyun said, "Why? It is really important. You know one United States soldier came in earlier, right?" Moon Seo Rin said, "Yeah, the infection test was normal." Ha Do-hyun continued, "And I had a good idea. That soldier keeps trying to contact headquarters." Moon Seo Rin said, So? Ha Do-hyun said, "So, if we send Min Jun, who is immune, or at least Min Jun's blood sample, through him to America, I think the United States side could develop a cure or vaccine. If the development succeeds, this hellish world will be over." Moon Seo Rin stared at him, her expression twisting with panic and dread. She said, "What did you say? No way. Wait, did you tell that soldier we have an immune person here?" Thanks for tuning in. I truly appreciate each and every one of you who took the time to watch this video. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this. If you enjoyed what you saw, consider sharing my videos or channel with your friends who might also enjoy it. Your support means the world to me and helps my channel grow. Let's keep this community thriving together. Until next time, see you in the next video.